In this month's episode, we were lucky enough to take a look at the glass recycling and bottle making at Consol Glass, the leading supplier of glass packaging in sub-Saharan Africa. The glass recycling process begins with waste glass that has been thrown away. Instead of being dumped, waste glass is collected from various recycling centers. By getting involved in this process, you too can collect glass bottles and take them to the nearest recycling center. In doing this, you help the environment and you can make some extra cash. All you need to do is collect your used glass bottles and take them to a recycling center where they will be weighed and you will be paid accordingly. From here, the waste glass is transported to the Consol Glass plant where it is sorted in concrete bunkers. The waste glass is then loaded onto hoppers and sent to the crusher to be crushed into fine pieces. The crushed pieces of glass are moved onto the processing plant. Inside the processing plant, excess labeling is removed and the mixed glass is sorted out into different colors and sizes. There are three main colors, and these are flint, which is the clear glass, amber, which is the brown glass, and green. After being sorted, the glass pieces are ready to be taken through to the furnace. The crushed glass pieces are transported to the silos of the batch plant on conveyor belts. The processed waste glass is called the cullet. In the furnace, the glass pieces are taken into the molding machines, and this machine burns at 15,000 degrees Celsius. This is where the molten glass gobs are formed into bottles. Still very hot, the newly formed bottles are taken through to the layer. The layer is a long oven which bottles are annealed as they travel through a continuous belt. Annealing is a process where the bottles are slowly cooled down to relieve them from internal stress after they were formed. The glass bottles are now taken out of the layer and travel through to the cold end. The next step is to take the glass bottles through the inspection equipment. The glass bottles have fully been inspected and are ready for use. But first, the bottles are taken through to the palletizer. This is where bottles are packed on top of wooden pallets and are covered in plastic. The bottles, which are now on pallets, come out of the shrink ovens, loaded into trucks, and are transported to the customers. So, now you know how your bottles are manufactured. Sit back and take a sip out of a cold glass bottle.